Hello everybody, I'm Poison Kitty.
And I'm Houkou16.
And together we're twin from another sin.
So today we are going to rate each other's top 10 husbandos.
Yeah.
As people may know, we have husbandos from different series and stuff we watch and read. But we are not at all agreeing with the list.
With each other's
From
lists.
each other's list.
No, we are not. It will be like me first presenting my original top 10 husbando list, and then Houkou will
replace them.
Yeah, she will tell you her version of that list, and then the roles will be reversed. Okay, so no surprise, my number one is Junkrat from Overwatch. And my number two is Darby from My Hero Academia. He's a very, very close second. Loki is my number third, and that's from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A lot of people have heard me talk about him a lot too. Then we have two characters from the anime Ovari no Seraph. That is Crowley as number 4 and Norito as number 5. Then from Genshin Impact we have Diluc at number 7. Sorry, at number 6, not number 7. Number 6. At number 7 we have Kane from Boyfriend to Death. And then we have, again, two characters from, this time, the same game, Ikemen Sengoku. And that is Masamune Date as number 8, and Mitsuhide Akechi as number 9. And my number 10 is Gladio from Final Fantasy 15.
I'm going to take them from 10 and up. At 10, for me, at least, it's Junkrat, which I'm sure you're not surprised by.
No, I'm not.
I just don't get it, but...
Oh, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
It's more an obsession than actual love, so yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the right thing.
It's just very unhealthy.
How it is with most of these characters.
It's very unhealthy obsession.
Mm-hmm. Who I would put at number 9 is Mitsuhide, as you have done yourself. I don't find him... I have played a little bit of the game, and he's not really my type. In Otome games or as Husbando List potential.
No, he's not.
As my number 8 is Loki. And that's mostly because it's I have a hard time taking non-animated characters on my Husbando List. As my number 7, we have Gladio.
You know him better.
I know him. I know him better than you. But
yeah.
But he's still not really my type. I love...
He's not my type either!
Stuff like that. But there's characters on here that I'm more interested in.
I don't even get why I like Gladio so much. He's really not my type.
Yeah. Nope, he's not at all. As number 6, I have Masamune. I find him quite interesting, and he is in the Otome game category of guys I kind of like.
Oh, he is super interesting.
Yeah.
I love his storyline.
As my number 5, I have Kane.
Okay.
I have all the favorites in Boyfriend to Death, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
So Kane is at 5 because I know him mostly better than most of the other guys under him.
That is
beside
true.
Gladio.
Yeah.
And I have based a lot of this about what I already know. As number 4, I have Norito.
Again, you know him.
And again, I know him, and he wouldn't make it on my list because he's way too flirtatious for my liking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And as my number 3, I have Diluc.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, in Mondstadt, Diluc is my favorite. So it was actually quite easy. If it wasn't for two other characters, he would be Husbando for me in the game. But because of Zhongli and Child, he isn't.
Yeah.
And as my number 2, you may guess it now, it's Crowley.
Yeah, I'd guess that.
Yeah. Crowley was also one of the ones that was close to being Husbando, but then Shinya came and was like, hey, I exist, and now you like me, okay.
I'm happy about that, because I fell for Crowley the minute I saw him. The second I saw him.
Yeah. And can you guess number 1 then? It's Darby, because like with like with Crowley, who was like my favorite male character until, hey, Hawks, hi, how are you doing?
Again, I'm happy. I mean, this just comes to show that it's fine that you watch animes before me, because then you can like someone that I will like later, and then you figure out, oh, I like this character way better, so you can have this character. Yes. Yeah.
So that was my rearrangement of your list.
I actually think actually two things surprised me a little bit. I know that you chose Kane as your number, was it 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Masamune is number 6. I actually thought you would like to switch them around. I know you chose Kane because you know him better, but I just,
I can see I had a hard decision on some of these characters.
Yeah. And then
number 1 and 10 was the easiest ones.
Yeah. I'm also a little bit surprised about number 2. I did not know that you actually liked Crowley.
I did. I never told you about it because...
No, you didn't.
Jealousy.
Sneaky.
So I just kept quiet and was just like, yeah, at least I like Shinya more.
I know you do.
Now.
And I get why you chose as you did.
Thank you. But let's see if I understand how you choose mine. As my number 1, as we all already know, is Hawks. As my number 2 is Shinya from Oborino Seraph. As my number 3 is Prompto from Final Fantasy 15. As my number 4, we have Claude from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And my number 5 is Shoji Okita. My number 6 is Kuro from Haikyuu. My number 7 is Boris from Alice in the Country of Hearts. 8 is Child/Tartaglia from Genshin Impact. Number 9 is Mikuni from Servamp. And my number 10 is Yamato Kokami from the Otome game from Old Age, My Forged Wedding.
My number 10, Yamato Kokami. I mean, from what I could read, is like personality-wise, I could tell that he reminds me a little bit of Yukimura from my Ikemen Sengoku game, and you would love him too. And then number 9, I agree with you too, Mikuni. I mean, doesn't look bad, and he's cunning and calculated, and I like that, but I don't really know the character. So, yeah. I didn't dare put him higher.
And that's fine, because my list really first started at 8.
Yeah. Then, where your list actually starts, I have Hawks. There you go.
Number 1 at 10. So.
Yeah, but I knew that was going to happen. You didn't know that I would put Hawks at number 8.
I kind of, not totally surprised, but a little bit surprised.
Yeah, because I have a complicated like-hate relationship with Hawks. Yeah, I mean, he's good looking. But yeah, sorry, not sorry, Hawks. I can't put you any higher because of what you did. No, I can never forgive you. So the good thing is you can keep him. I don't want him.
Thank you.
Then at number 7, I also agree with you. I have Boris from Alice in the Country of Hearts.
Yeah.
I don't mind him, but I like Blood pretty more.
Yeah, you haven't even read it.
No, so when I start reading the manga, he will probably be my favorite, so I don't want to put Boris up any higher.
He will jump into your Husbando list and we will need to make a new one.
Yeah, he probably will. Then at my number 6, I have Prompto. Again, I haven't played Final Fantasy 15, so I don't know a lot about the characters, but I feel like I know more about Prompto than I do Boris, Mikuni, and Yamato, because you talk about Prompto more, and I've seen you play a little bit also, so yeah. And at my number 5, I have Kuro from Haikyuu.
Okay.
I mean, Kuro is cool, so...
I love Kuro.
Yes. So I put him a little higher than you actually did. So yeah.
But there's just 5 others above him. They are standing there tall and mighty.
And you might be wondering, because there's still a character I really don't know anything about that I haven't said yet. And he comes in as my number 4. Soji Okita. He, from what I could read, he's charming, sadistic, and sarcastic. I mean, well, hello there.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
That's big a lot. I mean, he says a lot of time that he wants to kill you.
Ooh, interesting.
And he likes cats.
Okay, that part I don't really care for, but the charming, sadistic, and sarcastic parts. I mean, hello, yes. Then I have Claude as my number 3.
Yeah.
He seems like a cunning strategist and skilled at mind games, and I love that. But I mean, he primarily gets a good spot because he's good looking.
He is really good looking.
I can't deny that. So yeah.
I didn't even know anything about him, and I was just like, this guy I like.
My number 2 is Child.
Yeah.
Because yes.
Yes.
It's Child. He just got into my Genshin Impact game recently, and it's just like yes. I like him too.
Do you know what I think is funny?
What?
That my number 2 is your number 1, and
yeah, I thought the
other
same.
way around.
Yeah, I thought the same thing because my number 1 is Shinya.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably the character I know the best on this list, and
Yahoo!
Maybe a reason why I chose him as my number 1, but hell yeah, I want Shinya to be that spot.
I mean, Shinya has been on my number 1 spot for a long time.
I know.
And I had a hard time pushing him down at 2 when Hawks came around, and I was just like, no, Hawks is still just number 2.
I mean,
Hawks is just number 2. Hawks is number 1.
Shinya has been like your number 1 ever since we met each other. I have known that. And then all of a sudden, not really all of a sudden, but all of a sudden it was just like, Houkou, you know you like Hawks more than Shinya, right? No! I don't wanna!
Yeah. Can I have both of them at number 1?
No. Otherwise, I also want Dabi as my number 1. But yeah, that was my version of your list.
I'm not super surprised.
No.
I'm a bit surprised that Okita came higher than Cool, but at the same time, I kind of get you. I also get why you put Child that high, because Child is a character you know.
Yes. Also,
and
he's good.
Really
he's
interesting.
Good looking. He's interesting to talk to. Yes, and he's rich.
Oh yeah. That's a bonus.
Yeah, it is.
That I like too.
This was our top 10 Husbando lists and each other's versions of each other's Husbando lists. We want to know, what characters do you really like?
I would like to see them change around in our list.
That could also be fun.
To.
Yeah, that could also be fun. We will look forward to seeing your comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, click like and subscribe.
And ring the bell.
And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye!